Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, everybody. I apologize for starting so late. Was helping out with a couple of things IRL for some stuff, but we are here. It is time for some Minecraft. Got what I wanted to get situated from Thursday, or Saturday rather. I had started working on it Thursday. So I have what I wanted to get done, or rather started, so that way it would be somewhat ready. Today's going to be just more of like a kind of background stream. Nothing really too crazy going on. Working on our quarry that we had talked about last time. Um, speaking of last time, we finished off the starter base and just got a pathway kind of down the mountainside into the basin of our valley, where we decided on starting a small mine shaft or quarry, whatever you wish to call it. I plan to make it a kind of quarry-like thing, and I have a basic design for what I want to do, just some temporary blocks right now, but hopefully gonna get a good ways down it and maybe start planning out a block palette. We'll see. It's gonna be just a lot of mining, talking, chilling, and vibing. So hope you guys enjoy. Um, I what was I gonna say? Right. Um, I do plan to continue to work on the world off camera some. I'm not going to do anything major like go adventuring or raiding different things. Mostly just going to be resource collecting and other various monotonous tasks that um, I want to do off stream while I'm just vibing in my own time. And then I'll save all the fun stuff like building cool things or going and fighting monsters and whatnot, collecting cool items, that sort of thing. So we're going to get right into it here. Switch on over captures. Move back up, back in the house. Got our stuff sorted. I have some extra pickaxes. I'm just smelting down some stone so we have it, but nothing else has really changed aside from the trees growing from the time that I've played. And if we head down here, I can show you a little bit of what I've done. You know, so I took some of that cliff away. I wanted to kind of back it off of my outline here. I think I'm gonna leave it as is because I kind of want the outline to be, or rather dictate how the progression of it goes. So I'll kind of follow this pattern all the way down. So it'll be a much wider opening, and then up here I'll just have a small platform that leads to like a lift that I might build into the side or the back side here. Because for now, and probably for a while, I want to leave this kind of natural looking. Um, might add pathways and scaffolding down the side, just to different layers for different veins for mining, but for now it's just a little staircase. Um, that way I can get in and out of here pretty easily. Although I am been working, like I said, I just kind of follow this general pathway here. A deep drop there, so that'll help me out a fair bit, but nothing too crazy. How's audios? Audios and stuffs and things sound okay? You guys can hear the game alright? I think I have that audio on. If it's a little loud, I can turn it down. I think I want to leave you guys alone there, but I definitely want to take this out. Ooh, some flint. I'll take it. I think my goal for the end for today is just make as much progress as I can on this, and then if we can, maybe find a good amount of iron while we're doing this. In order to be able to set up some basics for a basic iron farm. That way I have that, and can get that started. I mean, I still need to find a village, but that'll be for a fun stream, but I want to be able to have the means to transport villagers back here. At least get a few of them, so that way we can have a villager farm going, and then won't have to worry about villagers, because they are a very good resource to help with what I have plans on doing. Albeit a bit annoying at times. I also want to have... Completely forgot that I own Minecraft on PS5, and honestly, this is making me want to play again. I recommend it. It's just a nice, fun, chill game. Java and Bedrock, despite their differences. But yeah, if I typically use it as just my personal creative, what do you call that? Output. Like anytime I have a spark of creativity, I typically go into Minecraft and just work on projects that I have been working on for a time. I would play the PC version, but yeah, hey, no worries. Hopefully it'll get sorted out soon. But yeah, I like using it as my creative kind of venting, I guess is one way you could put it. But it's also been a passion project of mine to have a forever world that I just do things for a long, long time in, so it does, Minecraft can be very therapeutic. Absolutely it can. It 100% can. For the main issue, what is that down there? Is that? Oh, that's just a kind of weird combination of blocks. Also, hi, Mr. Zombie. How are you? For me, the issue becomes I do get burned out of games very easily if I'm playing them for a long time straight. So it's hard for me to typically be playing the same game for hours and hours and hours on end. Usually I kind of have to switch it up or stop playing games for a bit. But Minecraft is one of those things that has just been in my life so long that I always find enjoyment, even if I'm only playing for 30, 45 to an hour or 2 hours. Like, that is plenty for me. But I do occasionally get burnt out of it, unless I'm really into unless I'm getting really into what I'm doing, and then I just want to keep going. But honestly, some of my favorite parts about I cannot relate. I love playing a single game for like the whole day. Yeah, no, I can't do that. I can be at my computer or at a console, doing playing games all day long, for the most part. Barring meals and getting up to not be staring at a screen for however long. But I just can't be playing the same game. Like I get pretty burnt out of it if I'm playing it for more than like 2 hours at a time. Barring, obviously, and this is speaking strictly single player. If I'm playing multiplayer, I'm fine playing the same game for 4 or 5 hours, because I'm mostly there for the multiplayer aspect, hanging with friends or whoever. Especially if we're having a good time with the game. So, but I also like streaming because I can kind of interact with you guys and do different things while playing a game that I enjoy and working on projects that I have set goals to complete. So that's the main thing with Minecraft, is a form of accomplishment that I can share with you guys as well as myself. And that's what this world is all about. So, Big things are coming for this world, but for now, one block at a time. Alright, Oh, there's a Metachan in there, in chat. Or Metacham, rather. Not too shabby. I'm gonna need more pickaxes, though, but worry about that as I go along. Still got a ways to go. We are at Y level 71. I don't know. I mean, I'm probably going to take this all the way to Deep Slate. I don't know that I'll take it any further than that, at least right now. Maybe eventually, but I definitely want to take this all the way to Deep Slate. And eventually I'm going to want to go past Deep Slate for various things, but yeah, so this was the smaller divot that I was working on, but realized it'd probably just be better to kind of bring the whole thing down. At least a good bit of ways. I do want to, just to save on time and resources, I don't necessarily think I want to take the whole thing down all the way at one go, because that is a lot of mining. I also have to figure out what I want to do with that over there, whether I want to cover it up or leave it. I'm probably going to leave it because of just the natural, like how natural it is flowing down there. The zombie keeps trying to come to me, but his AI pathing is stopping him from coming in the sunlight. So, ooh, it is getting dark. Alright, let's see about going one more layer here. I guess I can leave a staircase. I can always get rid of it later. But yeah, I enjoy playing Minecraft on stream, as well as playing it in my own time or with others, just because of how much impact it's had on my life, just how much fun I've had over the years that I've played. But it definitely, I definitely like a good change of pace every few hours or so. There are certain games, though, that I can just play for hours and hours on end and not worry about it. Trying to think. What's a game that I can play? I mean, Pokemon. Just about any Pokemon game. I could sit there and play for hours and hours and hours. I remember one time once on a... I bet you can guess one of mine. Yeah. Yeah. One time I had off from... This was... When was this? Probably a handful of years ago. I had off for the day. For one reason or another, I can't remember. And I just decided to play through the entirety of Pokemon Leaf Green, I think it was. Which is another topic we can kind of get into. But I played through the entirety of Leaf Green on an emulator. In fact, kind of the similar emulator that I used a time ago when I did my Fire Red playthrough. But I went through the entire game in one day, like obviously taking breaks to help out around the house and do other things, but pretty much most of my day, a solid like 9 or 10 hours was playing Leaf Green just because I wanted to see if I could get through the entire game in a day. I was using speed up, so I was going much faster than one normally could. But yeah, I went from selecting my starter. I think I went with Squirtle. Yeah, I went with Squirtle. And I just kind of blitzed the whole game. It was a lot of fun. But as Brick pointed out, topical. Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green are getting ports to the Nintendo Switch 2 coming Friday after the Pokemon Day, so that'll be exciting. See what Nintendo and the Pokemon Company are cooking up for the 30th year anniversary. I'm excited for that. I hope we get some good things. Though I'm not holding my breath for anything major beyond a teaser trailer. I would like some more news on main series titles, because while yes, we did recently just get a brand new game in the form of Legends ZA, it has been I went Pokken Tournament 3. Indeed, that very popular spin-off of the series. But it has been 4 years since our last main series game, being Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, in which time we've actually had 2 spin-off games, because Pokemon Legends Arceus came out after Scarlet and Violet, I think. It was either after or the year of. One second. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet came out, yeah, November 18th, 2022, and then Pokemon Legends Arceus. That came out before. Okay. I think originally Scarlet and Violet was planned to come out before Legends Arceus, but was delayed due to world circumstance at the time of its development cycle. But in the year that we got a main series game, we got a spin-off game, and since that main series game, we've had another spin-off in that franchise. So it's usually we get a new Pokemon game every 2 to 3 years or so, at least for main series. So I just want to make some more pickaxes here. Just use the stone that I have, or that I've been getting, because we aren't getting any iron, and I don't want to waste my iron pickaxe. But yeah, so it is well overdue to see anything about a new main series game, because even if Pokemon games have taken 4 years to come out, we've at least had a trailer, a teaser, promotional material, like something since then. We have had nothing. There has been no inkling of a I'm doing this slightly off, aren't I? So it's you. Wait, right? So you. Because I can go ahead and do this. Yeah. That'll work. So do that. There's been nothing. We have no teasers, no promotional material. The only thing we know is that the 30th anniversary, the Pokemon Company did put out a message on social media saying that they were doing something big for the 30th anniversary. Much more than that, we have no clue. So, kind of just at the mercy of waiting at this point for Friday. But that'll be, I believe, 6 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Eastern. So, looking forward to that. I will be watching it live to the best of my ability. I know most of the I know most of the presentation is going to go to the various games or forms of media that I don't typically care about. They'll probably talk about some of the shows that they've been working on, some of the locations. I know they have the Pokemon Museum and like the Poke Park in Japan, um, where you can see like sculptures and like not live representation, but realistic representation of Pokemon working or operating in the world. Um, so, but yeah, I am looking forward to the presentation. Again, 30 years since the games released in Japan, so I can't wait to hear the titles. We're one step closer to Pokemon Peanut Butter and Pokemon Jelly being a reality. Yeah, who knows that that may or may not happen. But all right, so that's that, and that's that one. Okay, so I think I'm relatively in the right shape here. Okay, so that's way too far. So it's just here, over. Okay. But yeah, the names, the names of the games are gonna be quite interesting to see. I think we established it comes back one. Sorry, just trying to make sure I do this. I guess the best way would be to kind of just follow like go along the border all the way down, and then break through the middle. That might be the smart thing to do on how to do this, rather than just keep looking up and down. So. Yeah, I think that'll be... Yeah, because that's... I am going to bring this down as well, like, because I don't want the sides to be right up against each other, so eventually I'll do that, but I might handle that kind of stuff on my own, just to save time, or not save time, but just so it's not super boring, or just that way I'm not doing the same thing, because there are a few other things that I want to do. I would like to go out and find a village. I think we found one a while ago. Yeah, there's this one down here, so I wouldn't mind maybe trying to get some villagers from there. There's some good waterways that we can just take a boat and get through. We can follow this path here. I know you can't see my cursor, but like here, up to here and around, might be able to, yeah, we should be able to cut through here. And then I think the best bet would be probably trying to trek them across here, maybe? I don't know. I don't have any leads. That's my only problem. So maybe that's what we'll work on. We'll work on getting leads, which would require slime balls, I think. Wild Cap's a kid in chat for anyone to try to catch it. Alright, so that's that pathway there. So make sure I go along the path here. But yeah, realistically, the presentation is going to have any of the bigger announcements at the at or towards the end of the the Pokemon Presents. So if they are going to show anything off, it'll be then, which I'm okay with. Like that's I have no problem with that. But I do hope that it's not just, hey, look at all the mobile apps. Hey, look at all the TV shows. Hey, look at this new place that you can spend more money on. And then, oh, by the way, we're releasing these games. And then they don't mention anything about new generation or new games or anything like that. They just talk about the 22-year-old ports. That are, in my opinion, it both is and isn't worth it. I wouldn't mind some Pokemon Horizons news. Season 3 looks awesome. I need to go back and finish watching that. Excuse you, Mr. Spider. That's very rude. Not playing FS25 all day today. Nope, not at all. Excuse me, Mr. Spider. I don't appreciate you being on my house. This is not your house. This is my house. Also, hi, Dragon. Allow me to do the streamer things and stuff. And sure. Just so that way we can people can be ready for his return. There you go. Soon he will return and change that. At least that's the plan. Or rather, return and be able to change that. Speaking of, I don't know how my brain tangent went, or my brain went on this tangent, but something interesting happened while I was just working, on getting some stuff ready the other day. I got a raid party. Oh, there's a spider under my house. Hopefully with 2 new projects. Ooh, 2 new projects. Mr. Spider, can you come out from under my house, please? Ow! It's daytime. Why are you attacking me? I mean, I was gonna attack you anyways, but you shouldn't be attacking me. They should be in here. We had a raid party, and I got an ominous banner and a ominous bottle, Bad Omen 3. Wait, you got raided? Well, not like Twitch raided, but the raid patrols in Minecraft of the Illagers, so. So we can put the banner up, and then I also have a Bad Omen 3 potion, which I just put in here. So, why would someone spray you with bug spray? I was like, how did I miss that? Why would someone... I mean, sometimes it just happens, I guess. But yeah, I was really surprised to get a Bad Omen 3 bottle from it. It was very, very intriguing. Also, while we're up here, I can empty my inventory, because I don't need all this stuff on me. Oh, excuse me. I might need to make another shovel. I have sticks on me, so I will make a shovel if I have to. Ooh, excuse me. So yeah, that was fun. Got to take out some of those guys, and we got the if I go to adventure, the voluntary exile achievement. Kill a raid captain. Maybe consider staying away from villages for the time being. That's funny. I never actually realized that. So they have not updated this text. That's interesting. They did not update this text. I wonder what other ones that they've changed, like, parts about they haven't updated. Interesting. That's funny. because this is the most current official version, I believe. 1.21.11 is still current official. I think there might have been some other like snapshots or beta versions that have been released since then, but yeah, I never would have caught that unless I actually looked at it. Alright. 1.21 gigawatts. Indeed. Alright. Alright, so let's go back over here. Let's do this 2 at a time. Fantastic movies. Fantastic movies. Wait. No. There we go. Alright. But yeah, a lot of exciting things happening this year, or potentially happening this year in the form of games and media. So looking forward to that. Also, oops, accidentally started chopping off my escape route. Do that there. There we go. Got a ton of fun movies coming out. Bunch of games already promised to come out. So many awesome things. Indeed. Indeed. So, looking forward to that. Quite a few of them I might, consider streaming. We'll see. I mean, especially if a new Pokemon game comes out, I might stream my. That's been that's been something that I've wanted to do for a long time, is be able to stream my first experiences with a Pokemon game. So if they're gonna release a new series or a new main series Pokemon game, I'm all for streaming it and sharing my experiences live. Of course, that'll then mean I have to hold myself back from playing it off stream, but that just means I might go back to my roots as a Pokemon streamer. You're choosing Pokemon Peanut Butter or Pokemon Jelly. Pokemon Peanut Butter all the way, unless it's crunchy peanut butter, and then maybe Pokemon Jelly. I like Jelly as much as the next guy. If they shadow drop a Pokemon game Oblivion remastered style, Nintendo is not one to shadow drop main series first party games. They are not one to shadow drop. Maybe some of their other titles or games that they are partnered with that they're just kind of putting on their console. But a main series first party flagship series, no, they are never gonna shadow drop a Pokemon game. Not a main series title one. Not one people have been ecstatically waiting for. Well, maybe not ecstatically. I mean, it is still Pokemon we're dealing with, and they've been lackluster at best for the past handful of years. But I still love how they shadow dropped Mario and Rabbids DLC just because they were waiting on Rayman's announcement stream. I didn't know that. That's interesting. That is very interesting. I never played the Mario and Rabbids games, or games. I don't. Is there even multiple, or is it just DLC? But yeah, I never played any of those. I saw them. I thought they're kind of neat, but never Never was interested. I pretty much fell off of like Mario games after Super Mario Maker. After that came out, and I played that. I just played a ton of levels of that that people had made, and then I think there was some like Nintendo created levels that people were enjoying. But yeah, after that came out, I didn't really play much Mario games, at least new ones that were coming out. So honestly, we're getting to the point where we're eventually going to be kind of going all the way around in a nice little circle. So that's cool. I think this is where. Ubisoft was hyping up something big for Rayman, and Nintendo was like, "Why wait? Add Rayman to Mario and Rabbids because money." Ah, I see. All right, maybe it's this one. Okay, so it's this one. All right, so I'll come back around to that. I see. Yeah, unfortunately, greed is the ultimate decider. And even more so, unfortunately, with in terms of Pokemon. Ooh, Diorite. In terms of Pokemon, greed typically wins out because of the fact that people will buy Pokemon. Like, it'll just be a thing that happens. That's kind of a universal constant. So, also some more iron, which is nice. Like that. Get that when I come back around. It is getting to be nighttime. Wait, those two words are not normally said together. Ooh, diorite. It usually is ooh, diorite. Okay. I don't mind diorite because I've found that it has its uses. I have found it has use. At least for me. I like the use that it has for me. Normally I don't, I wouldn't use diorite, but it actually works really, I've, at least in my opinion, someone once used it to make a giant Oreo cookie. In my opinion, it has its use. You take, I believe it's polished diorite stairs, and on a wall, you can kind of make for me, I like using it as like a border for certain blocks, especially to accentuate darker blocks. So no. So I like putting it like this, obviously in a much larger scale. As an auto sorting filter, a garbage block. I like using it for polished diorite stairs or polished diorite slabs as a border when paired with um, the new shelves that are pale oak. Pale oak shelves and diorite make a nice, or polished diorite make a nice texture for a border to accentuate or give depth to something much darker. I can actually, I don't think I can do it here, but if I go here, we're going to take a little detour. Build test. Peaceful, command, super flat, there we go. Taking a detour. Alright, if we just take black concrete, then polished, diorite stairs, and pale oak shelves, you can make a border I know this is a much larger scale than what I was showing off there. Wait, I need those. What am I doing? Of course, getting pale oak is the problem. But if, say, you have black concrete, on the back side of it. I like the depth that it gives on the sides, like the divots from the shelving. And it makes for like a, this like makes like, say you were in a game and you haven't unlocked the next area yet, this makes for a cool optical illusion for a tunnel that you would need to go in here in order to go through and unlock the next area. But it's a cool way to make optical illusions for doorways, especially if you throw in quartz pillars on the sides, on the back sides. So it's a nice kind of way to make it gives like an optical illusion effect for doorways and just passageways. But again, the problem is collecting all of this pale oak. So, you know, kind of grain of salt with that, but just varies on the size of building. Now with the pillars, it's a little too much white, but for my taste. But I'm sure some people that like that. But yeah, this is what I mainly use diorite for. Oops. Because I do agree. Other than like, in most cases, diorite is very, meh. But with the pale oak shelves, aka vertical slabs, we there's some better use for them. Now, if I was to go, not granite, andesite. I'm just curious. How does that texture pair? It's kind of neat. But yeah. So, start building blocks, put those in there, put that in there, put that in there. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, that is my newfound appreciation for diorite. Make 4 shovels or so. So yeah, a little side tangent. Back into the quarry we go. I want to collect this iron. Go this way. Is it going to be more than 2 pieces? Yay, it's 3 pieces. It's going to be more than 3? No. Didn't expect it. Alright, let's finish digging this over here. Alright, so I think here's... No. Here. This is the... Yeah, this is the path I think we have to follow. Or is it here? I think it's here, 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 here. Okay, so just so I know, put those 3 right there. Put some of that right there. So that way I know where the kind of general path follows. Alright, oh, excuse me. So hopefully we'll find some more iron as we dig this out. I'm sure I will. And as we get deeper, we'll find other things as well, but got a long ways to go. And probably going to go through a lot of pickaxes, so. We'll see how far we get. Like I said, next stream though, I think I'll do less monotonous stuff. Maybe we'll go try to collect some villagers and get maybe get some farming stuff set up. Because definitely need to do that if we're gonna have a villager breeder. Gonna go one more this way. kind of getting a little convoluted with how this is. A little, but it's not too hateful. Just gonna have to follow the general flow of the steps, I think. I think that's where I'm at. So, go this way. And then down here, so line some of this out. I'm hearing some monsters, so probably getting close to a cave, which I imagine we would be being this deep. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that. Ooh, some copper. Definitely have plans to make use for that, as well as diorite. Or andesite, not diorite. Diorite we've already gone over. But yeah, with copper we can do a lot of fun things with the most recent update. Or not most recent update, but one of the most recent updates. Adding the copper golems and copper chests that the copper golems operate off of. So we can make a pretty cool storage system, which I do plan to use. I'm not sure kind of what version I will use it for, or use it. Which version of it I will use. Bleh, I can speak most of the time. But I'm excited to try some of that out, or some of the newer cool stuff out, so. Come on, break. I think with me this deep, I'm just gonna keep going throughout nighttime. I don't think I'll attract aggro too much. Hopefully. I mean, the last thing I'll obviously need, and the last words, or I'll probably eat those words with a falling creeper, but, you know, I just kind of deal with it on the fly, and we'll see where it goes. Most likely it'll end up me going back to respawn, but thankfully I'm not far from my bed, so there is that. Just as long as 2 creepers don't fall down here, because I would really dislike losing my iron tools. Wild Trumbeak in chat for anyone who wants to try to catch it. There's a little... I don't remember what that bird is called. But yeah, ideally take this all the way down to layer 0, or just above where we start seeing some deep slate. That way I don't have to deal with it too much. I might take a section of it down past deep slate so I can go all the way to bedrock. But for now, with how I have this, or with how I want to have this set up, I think it'll be just down to just above deep slate level. Problem is, I think stuff will start spawning down here. So, I don't know, maybe not. I need that one. Yep. Just in case. Ooh, some coal. I'll take it. Just so nothing gets any wise ideas. Trying to spawn down here. At least what's not already in caves. Out of pickaxes, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, come on. Well, I did put a torch up there, okay. Ooh, spooky sounds. But yeah, hope you guys have been enjoying the streams so far with the projects, now that I've kind of gotten the main projects established that I'm going to be working on for a good while. Those, of course, being, you know, the Forever World, which won't be going away. Ooh, cave. And then Mario and Luigi, Brothership, which is not going away, or rather, I'm going to be finishing, or playing until I finish it, rather. And of course there is Fossil Fighters, so that's exciting. I've been enjoying that. I've been enjoying playing through that one. That will be returning on Thursday, so look forward to that. And then, of course, the speedrun stuff. I will probably do I don't know. I have a couple ideas of things I want to speedrun. I definitely want to finish the run that we had started last week. Even though it's not like a full official run. I don't know if I can make that. No, I should be able to. Yeah, that'll be fun to deal with. For right now, we're just gonna do that, and then maybe one of these. So, but yeah, so I do want to finish that at some point, with the timer running from where we were at. I think that's the correct. Yeah, I think that'll work. Also, give me this coal. And I, plan to do more runs in the future of Breath of the Wild, as well as other games, because I like speedrunning, so. Might even throw in some Minecraft speedruns at some point. I don't know on what version though. We'll see. Our inventory's getting a little full, so we'll have to head back up at some point soonish. It's nighttime, so it's spooky out, which means we keep on mining, because I don't want to deal with the spookies and the scaries. Need you. That'll work. I'm just curious how much farther down we'll go before we find a larger mine or larger cave area. Although this one could be pretty large. Oh, our inventory is indeed full. Might have made a few too many things. Let's see here. Bed fills it up. I think all tools fill it up. Let's put the copper. Coal. And the iron. For right now. But yeah, I'd be interested to know if we can make it all the way down to level 0, or Y level 0 rather. Ooh, more iron. Yes, please. Good bit of iron. Brings our total up to 10, I think, for what we have in raw form. Another pickaxe down, that's cool. Ooh. Large cave. This looks cool. Just kind of want to look around it. It looks like, that's surface over there. Oh, so this must be what's past that, like, divot down. Interesting, because I think that's surface light there. Interesting. Part of me I just want to take a fly around, like, to see. Oh no, that's lava. That is not surface light. That goes a good ways. Huh. There's an Enderman there. Yeah, that certainly goes a good ways. Okay. Might make some use for that. Might have some use for that. We'll see. Do a little stretching. Reminder, if you've been sitting for a while, to stretch or stand up. I think that's something I kind of want to start incorporating, and also keeping true, keeping myself in check for is making sure I stretch. There is like a zombie right on the other side of this wall, I think. He is screaming right in our ears. Ooh, more iron. Ooh, more iron. Ooh, more iron. We might have enough for... We might be able to get enough... Is this a double vein? This had to be a double vein, right? I do realize that I'm probably backfilling this in just to remove it later, but we'll backfill it up to there. Let's see, that puts us at 17. We need 24, I think, for a full set of armor. 5, 13, 21, 25. That's our 5 plus 8 is 13, plus 7 is 20, plus 4s. Yeah, so we need 24. So we have 3 in our bundle here. 24-ish, yes. Oops, press the wrong button. Put that there. Oh, hey, it's daytime. Alright. Let's make our gradual way back up so we can empty our inventory. Grab this coal while I'm here. Wild rock ruff in chat for anyone who's trying to catch it. Cute little fella. Well, hello, Mr. Gravel. Put a bit of coal in there. Rather, I'll keep that coal. Put it in here. Let's take you. Put all this away here. So we can get it out of our way. Take you and put you in there. You there. Put you there. Just do some inventory sorting. I guess I had a bed on me. I could have slept and made it daytime. Oh well. Alright. this up and get that get that cooking. Yeah, we should be good. Back down we go. But yeah, I am super excited for this world and this spot that we have to build in. I have some major ideas that are going to take forever to do, but this world isn't going anywhere, so it's just going to be however long it takes me to do them. So sometimes I might play longer, sometimes might do different things, but for now just work on the basics. Gotta have the means to be able to do the things. Is it? Oh, this is the cobble that okay. This is the cobble that I placed getting out of that hole. I was like, did I come across a spawner? No, this is the cobble that I placed that I knew I was going to be removing. Yes, laugh it. Feel free to laugh. It was a long day. Alright, also I want to put more torches down here on the walls just so we don't have any monsters spawning. And for now, I'm going to patch this up. But I'm going to patch it up with some cobble. Just so we don't have to worry about it too much. But we know it's there. I think for this quarry, I want to leave the sides as natural as I can. Like, not build anything on them or cover them in any way. Just because that way it has a more thematic and, just look of like, obviously this was a man-made quarry, but it was done with the intentions of like, only disturbing or adding to the nature of it that was needed for me to utilize it, sort of thing. So, ooh, more iron. Come on, lots and lots of iron. It's 4 pieces. Is there? Nope. No more. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Alright. Actually build this up some. Because I'm sure I'll come across that cave again. I have no doubt. Considering that I'm going to have various layers for this that are going to be branching out in all sorts of different directions and paths, I will come across that again. Just a matter of when. Ooh, lapis. I will take that. Getting to the good stuff now. Now, I always forget, but what is the most common layer for diamonds? That's below 0 now like since the Caves and Cliffs update from a time and a half ago, correct? Or can you still find diamonds above 0? For those who know. Negative 54-ish just on top of the lava. Got it. Okay. So yeah, that would be the reason we would have to go below deep slate, which is perfectly fine, and as I said, I had full intentions of doing so. Just a matter of if I would have to for this, or with how I want this. But what I'm thinking is kind of similar to how older mines would have like the kind of main mine that was used for just abundant resource gathering, typically your stones, your granites, your marble, that sort of thing. I want to have it level around deep slate, and then I'll have a few different like elevators or various deeper sections that go down to diamond, and that's where that's where I'd want that. I don't want this whole thing going down there. I just want the deeper or just certain sections to go deeper in like 3x3 kind of quarries rather than the whole entire thing. I think that's kind of what I'm going for here, which I think that'll be fun. Because we are at Y39 right now. So, still quite a ways to go to get to deep slate, but we're getting there. I think we'll definitely get this down to deep slate before end of stream. And again, as I said in the beginning, that's pretty much my goal, as well as maybe getting some iron armor going, like full iron going, and then still having some left over, or at least having a way to get some to be able to work on getting villagers over here so I can get an iron farm set up, so that way I can have iron tools in abundance. That is my goal for right now. So, again, some of the stuff I might be working on off stream, but all the fun stuff I will do on stream, don't worry. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, it's here and down this way. So. I need that one there. I think I need that one. This just has to come around this way. There we go. Oop, more pickaxe. Also, torch. Torches would be good. Okay, there is the much larger cave section that I was talking about us finding. Alright, that is going to make things a little interesting moving forward. Not exactly sure how I want to go about this, but we're going to figure it out. That one was a little close. Not gonna lie. Not going to lie, that was a little close. Going to want to mind my step here. I also don't think I put torches. Did I put torches down on all sides here? I did not. Oh, well. Put one there. I guess that counts well enough. Certainly is one way to get down to level 0. Let's see, maybe I can kind of block this a little bit. No, because that one will need to break. Huh. Yeah, it's gonna prove quite interesting. Just gonna have to figure it out. But for now, I will just mine my way around it. It's gonna take some thinking on how I want to do that. Wild pincer appears in chat for anyone to try to catch it. I myself would like to try. I like pincer. It's cool. Oh, excuse me. Be mindful of the edge. Yeah, this will be interesting. Ooh. Excuse you, Mr. Zombie. I do not much appreciate your noise. Can you quiet down, please? Ooh, more iron. Let's go. 1, 2. A lot more iron. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. We will for sure have enough for iron armor now. I might go do, or I might go put, or at least go start smelting the rest of this. Hello, Mr. Zombie. You've picked up a block, which means you will not despawn. I wouldn't mind going caving. Get just a bunch more other resources. I'll put a good amount of work into the quarry. Most of the rest I can probably do, or catching up on the rest I can do off stream. Because I do want to do a few other things. Like I said, I want to get some full iron, maybe go caving, see what else we can find. Provided I have the resources for it, of course. Let's see, where is... Did I not have tools? Redstone building... Utility, ores are all defined. You... Put you in there, put you in there. Let's put this in there. Guess it'll go in miscellaneous. Keep one of you on me. Definitely want to keep sticks on me, just in case I'll need those. I'll convert the rest of you into sticks, why not? Just make sure I have a stack. That'll work. Keep you on me there. Make some iron armor. Still keep the gold stuff on me. There we go. Full iron. Nice. And then let's go ahead and let's see. Let's take flint, make flint and steel. We have shears, we have a bucket of water. What else could we use with, what else could we make with this iron? Yeah, I'll just put it away for right now. I forgot we have this iron too. Put that in there. So that'll make for 11 iron. Nice. Not bad, not bad. I wouldn't mind cutting down some of these trees and getting some more wood. some of these saplings, as many as I can. 4 should be enough. Put you in there, put you there. Let's make some more torches just so I have them. And then, ooh, if we're gonna go caving, I will bring me a shield. There we go. Keep that there, put that in the hotbar. Alright. Well, we found a right good sized cave. Why don't we go see if we can explore it a little more. Of course, perhaps with taking less damage along the way down. I want to see how far, if this will... Okay, I have to be mindful of this, because if I fall down there, that's no bueno. Alright, I definitely want to make sure I have a good way out of here. Yep, I was correct in thinking that this cave does link up. So this opening does lead to that cave that we saw. Which is good, I'm glad. Make sure I have a good way out of here. Hello, Mr. Enderman. And I will line this wall with torches, so that way we know roughly where the way out is. And I'm also going to be lighting things up as I go. Haha. Oh, he's in a hole now. Hooray, more iron. Like I said, definitely gonna need this to get the iron farm up and running. So I'll take it. Probably should have thought about bringing more food, now that I think about it though. Cross that bridge when we get there. Hello, Mr. Enderman. Don't mind me. Alright, I think I want to put my iron sword in slot for right now. Let's go this way. Hello, Mr. Zombie. Ooh. That's way down there. Goodness. Is that a... Oh no, that's just zombie in armor, I think. Huh. This is making for an interesting traversal. Oops, more iron. Oh, gold. Take the gold. Ooh, getting into some deep slate. Wild Cubone in chat for anyone to try to catch it. Oh. From where? Oh, way over there, huh? Nice, Bricky caught it. Let's go. So we are getting pretty close to 2 hours. Put a little bit of that around that. Ooh, let's head down here. Got some deep slate iron. Take it, I'll take it. Got another skeleton down there. I think he's aggroed to us just yet. Oh, there he goes. Perfect. Alright. Dead end down this way. No ores that we missed. Ooh, what's over here? Ah, some lava. I can go and block that off. Alright, let's keep exploring a little. Careful where I place some of my torches. I do not want to break that. I do not want to break that redstone. I'm leaving that redstone as it is. Oh, hello, multiple creepers. May not be great at fighting creepers, but I can cause themselves to blow up. Ah. Jerk. Ooh. That is a spider spawner. Make some good use out of that, though. That, my friends, is an EXP farm. It's good to note. You the only one in here, buddy? What all we got in here? Some bones, string, take the iron, take the coal, take the bread, take the leather. Don't need you. Let's see, let's put you in there, you in there. Put the gold, put the lapis. What else can we put in here? Leave the gravel, leave the tough. Put that cobble right there. Put the arrows in there. Another chest here. Put the spider eye. Redstone there. String in there. Bread, more redstone. The iron horse armor. Okay. Sweet. Well, I can definitely make a good XP farm out of this, that's for sure. And it's at the end of a caveway too? Alright. I can definitely do something with that. Cool. I know what I'm adding to the project list. Let's work our way out of here, shall we? Get back to the base and think we'll call stream there. I know this is the way I came from because of my torch method. I always put torches on the left-hand side for when I'm caving. That way any torch that I find on the right-hand side leads back to a way that I've already came from. And I always make sure they're wall torches to the best of my ability. Ooh, more iron. Just my personal preference. Everyone does things differently. And there's no wrong way to do it so long as you yourself know how to get back. I just like to do it because I wouldn't know how to get back. So I know all of the torches that are on the right hand side will lead me back to a way that I came. Ooh, this is a big vein. Nice. Alright, those torches are on the left-hand side. These torches are on the right. Torches on the ground. Of course, sometimes I just do the torches placed every which way and eventually just find my way out. Oops. Just be careful not to fall. Just be careful not to fall. And we're out. Yay. Just be careful not to fall. Oh, hello, pillagers. Ow. Alright, need you guys to kind of get separated a little bit here. Okay. You guys hurt. You guys have... One of you has a strong bow. Or crossbow. You guys hurt. Shall name him Clubber. Nice. These guys still following me? Yeah, they are. Okay. That one with the enchanted crossbow, I think, has piercing on his crossbow. Because I am taking damage even though I have a shield up. Which is causing issues. You guys fall in the hole? You did. Okay, down goes one. Alright, down goes those few. Alright, who all's left? Is there anyone left? Don't think so. I don't see any on the map. I have quite a few arrows in me. But hey, I got another banner and another bad omen bottle, so there's that. And I didn't die, which is nice. Did I get one of their crossbows? I did not. Unfortunate. Oh well. Be right there. Alright, let's do some inventory sorting, shall we? First off, I'm going to smelt all of this down. I'm going to put this in here, this in there. Or redstone, actually, is going to go in here. Put that in there. Put you in there. Alright, put you in there, put you, put you in there, put you in there. Put the lapis over here with you, put the iron in there, put the gold in there. Bundle stays on me. Arrows go there. Alright, not too shabby. Put my golden armor back over here. Nice, got the inventory sorted. Got these cooking down, which I don't know why I'm using that. Ooh, Hydreigon appears in chat for everyone to try to catch it. Ultra Ball. Hopefully I didn't miss it. Let's see, let's take half of you, and then divvy you up there. There we go. That would be smelting nice and dandy. I gotta put iron diamond gear. Right, organized storage done. I'm gonna put in here. Oh wait, I gotta take the book. And then right in here. Spider, XP farm. Nice, we caught it, Brick. Let's go. Spider XP farm, not started. Put that there. There we are. Villager farm not started. Crops farm not started. What else? What else? What are we thinking? What are we thinking here? Spider XP farm, villager farm, crops farm. Storage is done. Iron tools are done. Starter house is done. Mine quarry in progress. Diamond gear in progress. Or we'll say that one's not started yet because I just got iron. Iron farm not started. I guess villagers kind of counts as villager farm. Started. Get rid of that. There we go. Trying to think. I don't think there's anything else there that we'd need for that. Gonna go make some dinner. If you're not streaming, I'm gonna get back. Thanks for stream. Yeah, we're about to wrap up. But yes, go eat. Dinner is good. Most cases. But yeah. I'm about to wrap up. Not too much to wrap up. I think it's pretty successful, honestly. Move over to my ending screen. Very successful, in my opinion. Got a lot of progress on the quarry, or as much progress as I expected us to make. Did some mining, got full iron gear. Of course, Dragon, happy to stream. I enjoy it, and I'm happy to be back to streaming pretty regularly. So, looking forward to many more. Depending on how long until my next Minecraft stream, I might have some more of the quarry dug out. But you guys have the general idea of what I'm going for, so I won't do any of like the major designing, but might do the resource gathering and plan off camera. Just be able to make good progress on stream and then take you guys' opinions on it then. But yeah, got a bunch of cool resources. Maybe next time I'll do some mining. We might find some diamonds. Who knows? But I think for next stream, I'm going to go see if I can concoct a way to get some villagers back to my base here and hopefully keep them alive. We'll see. But yeah, Thursday we'll be back with Fossil Fighters, so looking forward to that. Going to be continuing the story. Might do some archaeology stuff there. We'll see. But yeah, looking forward to that. As a reminder, again, no stream. There will be no stream this weekend guaranteed. I know I say I don't typically stream on the weekends, but I do want to try to stream on the weekends more than not streaming on the weekends. Minecarts and scaffolding. Indeed. Which is why I was hoping to get a lot of the extra iron that we did. So, I do know where some bamboo is. Actually, I think I got some, or maybe I just know where it is. So, might be a villager capture planning mission, and enacting that plan next stream. We'll see. It'll be interesting, but so yeah, hope you all did enjoy. Hope you guys' weekends were well and the starts of the week were okay. Hopefully the weather is tolerable or enjoyable depending on wherever you are. If it's not, hopefully you're inside and safe. But yeah, I will see you all on Thursday. Thanks for hanging out. Stay safe, and I'll see you all then.